Hello there, everybody. It's another season of the Dominion League. It's been a little while since we took a small break for the FDS Championship, but we're back in A this season, so that's exciting. We're playing Derg for our first match. I'm not sure if he's ready just yet, but yes, it is indeed election night. Which is the best time to play Dominion. I have a pretty good opening here, 5-2. Which I'll take Page Apprentice happily. I guess you could do Page in, but I think that trashing is a little better. The page line it's not incredible because there's no terminal draw on the board, but anyway, getting the silvers is okay with Apprentice, and getting the champion is still useful, just to make you can play. Well, there aren't a lot of non-terminals on the board actually, period, but so I feel like you want a champion, but it's not a huge deal. We'll see how this plays out. There's a lack of buys, a little hard. Princess should be pretty important. You can draw with Horde, Apprentice, I guess. So that's a little bit. Well, it works pretty well, and it works well with the distant lands too, I imagine. Yeah, I expect Horde to be pretty good here. All the prizes are useful, except for Diadem, really. But even Bag of Gold is pretty good with Apprentice. I'll probably keep buying pages with 3 or less. I probably won't buy any silvers. But with 4, I'll be happy to take tournaments. Probably won't have to buy any farming villages. It may be useful to take an inn at some point. For getting travelers in faster, but I assume he'll just buy a tournament. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep buying pages with less than 3, or with 3 and less, because you really would be happy to take as many warriors as you can get. This shuffle isn't great, because we probably just have to trash copper here. Oh well. Actually, these shuffles are probably really bad. Oh well. If we keep whiffing, trying to find. Who went first, by the way? He went first. Here I'll get to, well, gain a lot of silver, I suppose. I would just keep buying apprentices. You could get in, that's not crazy either, but I think you want as many apprentices as you can get. So I've got, I know there's a treasure hunter in here. Yeah, we can't play this other page, unfortunately. Well, yeah, we can't really play it because we would like to. Yeah, we can't make all this stuff miss. So that sucks, but oh well. Now we'll get another. Maybe we'll have a bunch of silver gains here, back and forth, which would be pretty funny. Although I'm on the worst end of it. Yeah, I think with Apprentice, he's gonna win here, I think. It'll be hard for him to lose at this point. He's gonna be able to buy another Apprentice here, and he should. And then, he should be just way ahead. You can just keep trashing those silvers with apprentices, and I'm gonna have to gain like 50 silvers here. Well, I don't have to play this treasure hunter also, since I already have 5. Though it feels like I ought to. Yeah, I think he'll. Well, I would just keep buying apprentices. I think it's too early for the horde, but it's okay. It's not gonna hurt him. That's way too many silvers, but oh well. Yeah, and I'm not gonna get to play my apprentice. Well, maybe I will. I need to top deck it, really. It's my only shot at kind of getting back in this one. So that would be some good cycling and a little trashing. Otherwise, I'm likely to draw it dead with this warrior. Well, that was very lucky. So here I can either, yeah, I can't really afford to not draw here. Or I can't really afford to play on here. Play through the shuffle, there's just like 30 silvers. Well, yeah. There's an apprentice in there. So what does it cost me though? It means I don't buy probably it means I'm not buying an apprentice. Possibly a tournament or a province, that's unlikely though. Oh good, I should have tracked that a little better. So that was actually helpful for him. But oh well. I really only want one. See, now is he gonna buy distant lands or here? I would take a distant lands. Or actually, if I were him, I would still just take an apprentice. So I actually hope he buys one of these VP cards. Because I think he still just wants more apprentices. I'll trash the silver here, of course. I also hope he takes just, well, it would be better for me if he took Apprentice, because then on my turn I only gain the 1 silver if I find any treasure hunters. But I don't actually even know if I have any treasure hunters. Well, that worked pretty well. And we didn't even draw the, well, that was really nice. We didn't even draw the, whatever it's called. The, hero. So, I guess here I'm not really sure. We could buy an inn in a future turn as well. We could play all these guys. We'll have to see how many cards he gains on his turn, really. I don't know what we're looking at here. Okay, we both have a hero. Well, it's hard to say without knowing what his hand was, but that seems a little bit premature to me. I may go for the inn thing. That may get the champion in as quick as waiting here. And it lets me get all this other garbage too. Or use all this other garbage. I can just gain the horde, which is nice. And buy another apprentice, probably. Of course, then also I get this really, really unlikely, but off chance of winning a prize here. Though it's very, very unlikely. My last turn was really lucky, this draw. Maybe he doesn't want another horde, I guess. This is a consideration, but I would take one. He still doesn't... Oh, he does have 9 here. Yeah, I think he did kill one of his tournaments, though, which is nice. Okay, so I could trash a treasure hunter. Which at this stage I'm willing to do. Just on the off chance that we get to a tournament, but we didn't. That's okay. So we didn't hit that. I can take another province. But it... Well... I don't know what's better, winning a prize or getting a... getting another apprentice. I don't really know what the play here is. I'll probably trash the silver, although that seems a little potentially bad. But I don't know. The other option is just to trash copper by page. Right, I mean, of the plays, it's either kill a silver, play, you know, and hope to draw something useful, or it's kill a whatever and Kill a copper and just buy a page. I like the inn. The inn should be nice for him. I didn't know he had a clean shuffle. That's really nice. Surely he wants his champion. His deck is just a lot better than mine. That's kind of weird that he didn't want the champion. Or at least a little weird. Well, I feel like I have to draw, fortunately, to have a shot here, so... Of course, I can attack him right now, or I can take the princess and have that advantage. Which seems pretty nice. Right. So... that seems good. Because I have quite a few warriors, and I have this hero. So I think I may actually be able to build something here. And I may just trash 2 coppers and end my turn. Though probably not as good as trashing an apprentice. We'll have to see what he does. He's pretty clean. He fortunately doesn't have the princess, otherwise he'd be able to crush me with it. He'll just take Steed, I assume. He could also take Bag of Gold. So he'll be able to just probably province pretty consistently. And then he'll be able to get some duchies with his tournament. I don't know what I'll be able to do consistently. I wish I had an inn. I mean, I can play with the distant lands a whole lot easier than him. Though it will score a little slower. Not really sure. I don't like this exchanging warrior for hero stuff particularly. Well, I think I have to do this. Which sucks, of course, but I don't think I would like to play for a long game, but I don't think we're gonna get one. So, I mean, I don't think he's gonna stall with a deck of hordes and apprentices. Otherwise, I would. And of course, the hero can gain harems. Okay, so that's one way to score extra points. But yeah, I would like to play for a longer game, but I don't really see that happening. And maybe that last turn was a bad play and I should have just trashed, but you know, my hope is that I can get in at least one, like, double province turn maybe. But I don't know if that's really in the works. So I guess I want to take the followers. I didn't really see if he was revealing, but just for the draw. Now my what am I trying to say? My my device is slowing down. Let's kill that. Okay. He can't double province. Of course, neither can I. So this could be distant lands. It could also be an inn. It could also be an apprentice. Do I want to exchange these? I don't think I do. We'll see what he does on his turn. He can gain harems. I'll have to count up all the points at the end here because he probably draws his deck, right? What do we got for the apprentices? We bought 8, there's 6, so we each have 3. So he does have another one. Let's see, the most he can get without really risking the loss is just, well, I'll have to think. This is okay starting hand. Just apprentice in a starting hand is really all you want. You know, you'd love to see a gold, but that's being a little too picky, maybe. Yeah, if I have any complaints with this play, I'd say it was the first horde over Apprentice. Otherwise, it seems okay. Well, it's nice to block that. You know, doesn't mean that much, but I will probably end up trashing a province on my turn. Seems pretty likely. Maybe the tournament. Okay. So I don't need that much. Well, it's maybe a weird way of putting it. If I throw a distant lands on the mat, I can't really afford to trash the province anymore. What would I have to get? I would need to put the distant lands on the mat, buy a province, play a thing. Ugh. I do need this. Buy province and a duchy, which would give me. So province duchy, that's not quite enough. With the estate, we could tie. it seems like we probably need the points from the tournament on the province. So, he didn't get through his deck though, right? And well, we know he's got an Apprentice hanging out in there. Though it could be in the bottom 3 cards. Right. Okay, so if I kill the tournament, I can only gain 13, 14 points. I can tie if I kill the tournament. Otherwise, I can potentially win. Let's go for the win. Alright, we probably have it. But we're not quite there yet. I think this does it. By like a point or something. Pretty lucky draw. Assuming this is enough money, which I expect it to be. Alright. I was pretty lucky. Pretty lucky draw. Yeah, like I said, the only real complaint I have for him is that first horde. Everything else seemed pretty above board. I guess this looks like a reasonable spot for a Sea Hag opening. You could try cut purse opening as well, I guess, but there's not maybe. I don't think the board's quite bad enough that transmute is good, but we're kind of getting close to that level. But I don't think we're quite there. So I'm gonna probably open Sea Hag Silver, and if I hit 5, take a Soothsayer, and otherwise take mostly treasure, and I don't know. We'll see. I don't think Sea Hag is like mandatory. I think you could probably get away without it, but it's a little scary to try, and if you don't hit 5, then you're really sunk. So I would really prefer to have a Soothsayer as my second cursor, though. I really don't think you... Okay, I mean, the board is pretty close to being bad enough for transmute. You can try and convince yourself that you'll be able to use it to help a Silk Roads thing or something, but I still think just buying provinces is going to be better. You know, you can tell yourself you'll transmute it. Yeah, I would just buy the Soothsayer on 5. 5-2 looks way better than 4-3 here. Taking Soothsayer, Pearl Diver, or Crossroads, I mean, I would not take the Crossroads. I would actually take the Pearl Diver, but maybe I'll flip his Soothsayer, no, just his Pearl Diver. Alright, I'll play with another Sea Hag. Well, this is better than buying 2. So I'm happy about that. Well, this is sad. Oh well. Oh, I hit his sea hag. Alright. I'd be really happy if mine hadn't collided then. Then I'd be... I still think he's got a really good shot at winning. I think the Soothsayer will be that good. This is an okay shuffle to trigger. He's gonna Soothsayer me here. Oh no, his Soothsayer's at the bottom of the shuffle. Okay. That's not good for him. Though if my sea hags keep hanging out, it won't matter much. Alright. Thank you, Soothsayer. I think I'll be able to, if I get another 6, take a hunting grounds pretty soon. Once the curses are gone, probably. Yeah, he's just gonna have golds. I'm gonna have some silvers, but his deck looks like it'll be way better than mine. And right now, he's even ahead on the cursing, so... It's not even, I mean... me going first and having 2 sea hags and I'm behind on the curse. I'm a little, actually, I'm pretty happy he took those now. I think I'm okay with that. If he wants to run for those, I think I'm alright with it. I don't mind competing on a couple of them later on, maybe. Somewhere I might want to take a hunting grounds. I'm not sure though that my deck is actually better for it. I have the 2 sea hags and then however many curses and then whatever treasure. It's the sea hags and the curses that make the hunting grounds a little questionable. Alright, so we're going to win this split. 6-4. Which I'm glad about. Do I want coppers? I don't think so. Alright, given that, I'm willing to take a hunting grounds. I will take a Silk Road now. He's buying estates. Do I want to follow? I don't think so. His Silk Roads are worth 2. My hunting grounds hit at the bottom here. But that's life. He may have another good hand coming up here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so his Silk Roads just went up. Ooh, that's very bad. I don't even know how many Silk Roads I have. Like 1. Did I even get 2? And he'll be a couple points away from upping, or a couple buys away from upping those. I'm gonna need more provinces. Estates are just worthless for me. Duchies are maybe reasonable, but estates are bad. I mean, duchies are probably pretty bad too. Boo. Yeah. Well, this is a nice crossroads turn. Aw, so close. It wouldn't have been enough, but the Soothsayer is just really nice there. And it's possible I should have bought one anyway on my first 5, even after the 2 Sea Hags. So. But I would have been very happy to get the 5-2. Well, we have possession and ambassador, so yippee. I guess if you want to play around that, you can play double jack and hope you... I mean, there's no draw. That is the good thing. So, with there being no draw, that actually makes the ambassador a little bit tougher to pull off. It's probably still worth it, though, to get the engine, just to be thin. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. If you don't get thin here, surely you just get beat up. Buy like a stack of grand markets, or do you? I'm really not sure. I'm not sure at all, actually. The draw is weak. The dream maybe is to... I mean, I think you have to open Jack. I don't see anything around that, but... The question is whether you put the Jack with the Ambassador or not. To me. To me, that's the question. He gets to answer it first. He says yes. I'm not worried about possession, really. Well, with good draws, sure, that Ambassador will just beat up Jack because of the copper thinning. Though you may end up with sort of a strange deck. You know what, I'm curious, so I'm gonna play without it. It might be really bad. But I'm curious, so I'm gonna try it. Well, he got probably a nice draw for it. He got a definitely nice draw for it. You could take a Mystic as well, but yeah, probably a Bizarre is better. Let's cycle. Well, he will have a very, very nice deck. Mine won't be awful. But it won't be like his. He should probably take a Mystic, but he could also just take a Bizarre. Yeah, probably another Bizarre still. He'll be at Grand Market soon. Very soon, probably next turn. Yeah, that's fine. I need a gold. Problem when you do this is you hope that you'll be able to green before them, and that they won't be able to green as easily without choking. When you play this kind of strategy against a thinner thing, but he won't have any problem greening alongside me here, so He should win this easily. But, you know, maybe it won't be a blowout. I have an okay deck. I mean, I have a deck with a lot of treasure in it. But I'm not sure what he's got in hand that he's wondering about. Maybe, I mean, if he has any coppers in hand, he should return them and then play his jack. But maybe he's thinking about returning silvers. I would take them. For me to win, I probably have to like province every turn from here until the end of the game. And that may not be enough still. So. But if he has coppers in hand, I don't think there's any question about what he should do. If he didn't have coppers in hand, then I think he probably... He might like to just trash the ambassador at this point. But well, anyway, I'm fine with getting... of course I'm fine with getting that silver, but... So we just want to put whatever this is back on top here. I can also discard it, I guess, and not have the province in the shuffle, but not have these three things, or these two things. I think we should just do it this way. Anyway, even if I province every turn here, which I could do, I think I'll still lose. So that always is a bad sign for your strategy. If on turn 9 you're provincing insane, if you province every turn the rest of the game you still lose. That means you may not have picked the best strategy. I don't know if he's still going to keep piling on the grand markets. I mean, if he really wants this double province turn, I guess. So, I don't know if I have 12 silvers. Probably not. I mean, he can get the double province turn, no problem. Now he's killed his coppers, I suppose. He may have... Well, these are all silvers, right? One, two. So... I just have to take Border Village. He's still going all in on the grand market. I mean, this is not really overbuilding because he's still going to beat me, but it would be a little... I would say that if I had a province in hand, which I don't, but if I did, this triple grand market might be overbuilding a little bit. Well, there's no way these fiat are worth 3 points, right? Well, there's certainly no way they're worth 4 points, so there's no reason to... I can't wait to get punished for adding Bazaars and Mystics to my Jack deck here. That'll be fun. So he'll be able to triple province. I guess. Now I suppose he'll buy them. I mean, he still doesn't really have to if he doesn't want to. It seems pretty safe though. That was too bad about my, this turn here. He's still not... I mean, it doesn't matter. He can green whatever order he likes. I think a triple province would have been fine, and various other things would have been fine too. That is what we want. I mean, he has enough silvers around that if he'd had his dud turn there, then maybe I could have beat him. But, you know, it's obviously very unlikely to draw all the stop cards right at the start of the shuffle. He's going to be able to play a few grand markets. I assume he has just triple, but if he doesn't, he can double or whatever he wants. Well, he can't double, but he can buy a bunch of duchies. He could also probably ambassador me one, and no, that probably doesn't work. But now I'm confused. To me, he built on a little too long here. Like, what's this grand market doing for him? But I will certainly not complain if... And there you should be taking Border Village with that duchy. Which is just a small but mostly meaningless mistake. Alright. And I have to hope he totally duds, but his total dud hand looks like a hand of like 5 silvers or something. So it doesn't exist. Hopefully he just buys a province and doesn't play this out too long. Yeah, he does. Okay. So that's 2 for him. It would have taken some really fluky shuffles for me to win that. We're going to play quite a few rated games here. Well, these possession games are a pain. This game does not look very fun to play at all. Guess I'm gonna go urchin into knights or something. This is warming up to be a pretty long match. I don't know what to say here. I'll try and play with the engine. And Possessor just, of course, makes things a little annoying. I don't know if it's better to head for the possession faster or I guess if you get a bunch of knights, then it's not the possession deck isn't so good. I guess if you have a bunch of knights and your deck can only afford duchies, the possession deck isn't so good. I kind of figured it at 5-2, because otherwise what is the thing to wait on here? I probably would take Dame Sylvia. She's a good opening knight because of the money. But you could take Worf. Or, Urchin even. I like Sylvia though here for him. I get the mercenary. It does miss the shuffle, but that's not so bad. Vander's okay. I feel like if the knights just all get eaten up, then the game's going to be pretty awful, because then we'll switch to possession. Which is pretty much how I expect it to go. Guess it's silver now. His Sylvia's been hiding at the bottom of the shuffle. Or not at the top, at least. I already have the mercenaries, so the Sylvia doesn't really hurt so much anymore. She might kill an ironmonger here, actually. Yep, that's no good, but that's how it goes. So I get to trash first, but I'm really not very head on trashing. I'm going to dead draw a mercenary and I guess a copper. So I will be able to buy an ironmonger is all. Overpay. Yeah, I can see that. Oh no, silver, okay. Well, I'll take Vander. Probably buys a silver. I hope I draw my silver. Ooh, even better. It's a lucky draw. That was a lucky hit with a herald, though. Oh well, that's life. What are my last cards? I think I can keep the ironmonger. I think my cards left are like Urchin Estate or something. That. I don't really need 2 mercenaries anymore, do I? I hope I get to keep more of this hand, but probably not. Ooh, I do. That's really nice. That was nice that he hit Vander. I'm gonna buy a knight for sure. If I can afford one. Of course. Well, did I buy another silver? I don't remember. I don't care about that. Too bad we turned up Sir Martin. Hopefully he can't afford it. Natalie's nice. That sucks really bad to lose the Ironmonger. But okay. I don't know. What do we got left? There's a Cantrip Knight. There's the oh, Trasher. Trasher's no good. My gold is super nice. So Bailey's last. Okay. I don't think he can get to 5. So I'm gonna get the Knight split. I didn't attack his hand size at all there, though. Of course, his Herald is then just a cantrip. That was my plan all along. This is me being not serious. His Natalie, though, is nice. She's gonna die here, though. I don't know who I'm gonna lose, though. She's almost as nice as a gold. Never mind. Nothing. I need villages. I could trash, but come on, show me Molly. Too bad. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna eat up his deck now, I think. I could Herald or I could Ironmonger. I'm not sure which is better. I need to pay attention to what his deck is. So he's got silver, silver, copper, copper. He must still have a mercenary. So he buys a gold. I think he's lost. I mean, I attack him 2 times. I mean, I can even start possessing him more. I can just stop attacking him and start possessing him. Alright. Alright, so fortunately the split was not even, because otherwise it would have been then we would have had to switch to possession too or something. Alright, it's my last start. Beggar is an awful bane. This is a weird board. You can get a lot of merchant guilds in play, maybe? The funniest thing to do here is to do like a mega turn by stacking up royal carriages as stored draw and like copy vagrants or minstrels or something on a turn, and then play like 4 merchant guilds or something and rack up a bunch of coin tokens that way, which would be pretty funny. I don't really know between the Young Witch and the Familiar. The Bane's so bad it makes me think Young Witch. Though the Familiar plays a little better with the... Well, plays better with... I'm not sure. I could be talking nonsense. The real question is whether a doctor is useful. And of course, the answer is pretty much the same as it always is with doctor, which is if you're lucky, then of course it's useful. And if you're unlucky, then of course it's a nightmare. It doesn't seem required to me to get an opening here, but just because I think the minstrel can substitute for that a little bit. Um, but maybe it'll be a thing to try later on. I think I'm going to get a young witch though. I don't really think I want a potion. Here you have some control over your discard between minstrel and young witch. If you miss 2p, or if you miss 4p, then wow, you're just like completely screwed. But if you miss 3p, I mean, but because you're likely to keep missing it. Now he's going for the doctor, which is not crazy. He didn't miss, but I do get to curse him twice here, which is cool. Somewhere along the line I gotta get my trashing though, I think. I don't know how I'm gonna play this. I was really thinking that I would go for a bit of an engine-y thing. Then of course I bought those silvers, which probably could have been vagrants or something if I thought about that. So I've got Royal Carriage and Young Witch in here, and then the rest is garbage. A lot of coppers and a couple of steaks. The silvers aren't in there. It makes me think about the doctor now. And then switching into something that does more of them. I'm not sure. Just not sure. Gonna get a Hamlet? I don't know. Okay. I'll probably just buy a minstrel here. Wow. See, that's what I like to see from Doctor. That is what I love to see from the Doctor. I should be able to give him 2 of those. And that's probably going to be it from me on the cursing, but that'll still be 6, 4, so that's fine. His deck is really big. And it's a big mix of stuff, so it's not easy to clean up either. If he calls the doctor here, I may get to hit him again. So I'm really playing a weird Weird deck. It's mostly money. Ooh, that's too bad I didn't hit the... If I'd hit the witch here and given him 8-2, that would have been crazy. So, gold still seemed pretty nice. I mean, I'm sure he'll give me 2 curses here. I would love it if he didn't have the familiar, but that's just not going to happen. That being the case, my whatever it's called, my merchant guild is in the last few cards here, and I would rather play it than have it miss a shuffle. So now the royal carriage is a lot less useful, but that's okay. It's still pretty okay. Let's get a vagrant and a silver. Basically, the royal carriage will be if I have a turn where I think the young witch can do a little bit better. Or if, getting to a particular point threshold wins it for me. Not a point, money threshold with the merchant guild is what I mean. Though it's obviously not what I said at all. Like here I could try it, why not? And get up to better money. He would really have to. I'm surprised he didn't get a merchant guild on that one turn. I guess he's just counting on cleaning up eventually. I don't know. He's gonna be waiting a long time before that happens. He's still buying minstrel. Like, don't you have to buy a merchant guild at that point? Otherwise, where are you going with this? I just don't know what he's doing. Okay. And he is starting the last one. No dance. This is a pretty weird one. I kind of like Treasure Trove Gardens, except that there's just colonies, and alchemists and I don't know that the knights are particularly good, but they're better than... It's got to be better in gardens. Just an alchemist stack. I don't know what you want to open here, though. There's Beggar Gardens. That might be better than... I never noticed Beggar. So, okay. So Beggar Gardens might actually be better than Colonies. I've never actually tried a colony, because the colonies aren't very fast here. So, yeah. I'm not even actually sure that that's true, but the colony deck is literally just Alchemist and Salvager. Like, that's all you can do. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know that that's competitive with Beggar Gardens. If there was a better payload, then, or just something that's set up a little quicker, then I think the colonies wouldn't have too much trouble outscoring the gardens. But I don't think it works. Never mind. Yeah, I'm glad I noticed the Beggar. I'm glad he took his time looking at the board. Yeah, it feels just like Beggar Gardens to me. I don't think you want a Hermit or any of that. I hope he plays something a little fancier though. I think it loses. I mean, the question is, can I end the game, right? That's the only dilemma. But, so I know he's not mirroring me. So that means I need to find a third pile. I mean, I can just empty Beggar, Coppers, and Gardens, right? That's 3 piles. I can also empty duchies, or something. He's had good draws, though, that's for sure. At least his potion missed there. Like, what does he buy on hands like these? That's what I don't... That's what I don't know about. And then he had a presumably 2p hand that he can't do anything with. And it means his, maybe it wasn't 2p, maybe it was just like 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever. There's just so few things to buy for him. He should really probably play with a second potion. Okay. My beggars have collided here, which is pretty sad. I don't know that they've collided. They may not have collided. Okay. I'll buy duchies, that's fine. Or I'll buy, what is the fastest way to empty here? I do think he needed another potion somewhere. Well, there you got it. I'm gonna have like 4 beggars right here in the bottom of the shuffle, and I'm gonna scream. Buy platinum, I guess. That's what I would imagine. I don't know what the odds are of that. In a deck with 50 coppers. I don't know that it would have mattered, but it feels bad, you know. It feels bad. I don't know that it mattered. My problem is piling out here. Okay, so A couple collisions is not surprising. But so I have 45 cards. I'm gonna have 49. So the coppers realistically could have been lowered by maybe one or two more plays of Beggar. So maybe 22, maybe 19. Some collision is reasonable. So that's still like, I mean, I'm still 9 plays away, right, from emptying it. Well, one buy, so really 8 plays. I can buy one at the end if I have to. I'm waiting for that fluke where he hits 3, or the 2 potions sit at the bottom here. Maybe he'll get really lucky and he'll double alchemist. He'll forget. So if he double colonies here, then the next turn he can just colony whatever. I'm gonna get yeah, because he can now just win on his turn. I don't think it would have mattered. I could have maybe had another point here, but it wouldn't have mattered. I won't make him play it out unless he really wants to. I didn't ask, of course, so I didn't really let him. So thanks for the match, Derg, and thank you, YouTube, for watching.